Good evening, everybody. This is KK7MQI, net control for the 1900 net. I will be your net control for this Wednesday night 1900 net. This is a directed net, which meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Arizona time. We do pre-check-ins at 6:30 Arizona time at 1900net.com. That's 1900net.com. So we have more discussion time for the 1900 net. The net is open to all radio amateurs, and it covers a wide variety of subjects. Break. Before the net, is there any emergency or priority traffic? This is Net Control KK7MQI. All right. Now I'm going to announce all the 1900 net check-ins from pre-check-in. We have KE8 LCM Roger. We have KGTA Antonio, Tony over there in California. We have KE5XD Dave, KC3 MWK Bruce, KD8 DLX Brent, and N8WBV Jerry, and also net control KK7MQI. Before I start, is there any newcomers that would like to come and check in to our net, or any late check-ins? Please come now phonetically with your call sign and your first name.
Victor Echo 2, Papa Bravo 0, Pierre. Audrey Dorion, Quebec, Canada.
All right, Pierre, I got you in there. I'm going to put your call sign over here in the net logger. And anybody else out there would like to check in, any latecomers or newcomers or late people, come now phonetically with your call sign and your first name. All right, let's begin our subject. Tonight's topic is, what's your most recent project? If there's something else that's on your mind you'd like to discuss, we feel free, encourage you to freely speak it and enjoy yourself playing radio. So, let me start off. The top of the list tonight would be me. So, let's see, my most recent project. Wow. I've been building a virtual Allstar node hosting service. So what it is basically is we offer hosting service, and it hosts Allstar nodes that can be configured for anything Echolink, DMR. We can bridge all kinds of stuff in there, and you get to control it from your PC and have fun playing radio while we do all the tech work. That's my recent project, and boy oh boy, lots of sleepless nights and lots of work and a lot of breaking and fixing stuff. That's definitely lots and lots there, for sure. All right. Next on my list is, we got Roger, KE8LCM to you.
KE8LCM. I'd say my most recent project's probably been my Notify server, which, in conjunction with another service I run called Uptime Kuma, will notify me through push notifications to my cell phone if anything in my little network here goes down. So like the amateur wire PBX and things like that. If anything becomes unresponsive, I get a push notification about it so that I can go and try and fix the problem. I'd say that's probably the most recent thing I've done, and I've got so many other things on my mind I want to do, and I don't even know where to begin. So I'll eventually figure it out and organize it and begin doing the things that I want to get done. I still have a name server issue I want to work out so I can host my own domain names here and all that, but we'll get there. Back to net control, K8LCM.
Yeah, that's pretty handy, having something that'll notify you when you have a machine down or loss of connectivity, so you can actually fix it in real time. Yeah, I should probably do something over there on my end on the same thing. These hours and hours I put in, definitely handy to know when things aren't working correctly. All right, next on my list, we have Tony, K6GTA. What's your most recent project you're doing over there? Well, it looks like Tony hasn't connected, or maybe we'll connect in a little while. I'll come back to him. All right, next on my list is, let's see, we have KE5XD Dave. What's your most recent project?
Yeah, okie dokie. KK7M2. This is KE5XD. Very good to Josh. Hopefully Tony will make. I haven't talked to him in quite some time. But he's a very talented gentleman there. He's Frank's technical support. Very important position. I've got a shed in my yard that's about 40-some years old. It was built when the house was built, and it's pretty much rotted out. All the T111 siding is gone wet and moldy. The 2 layers of shingles on the roof were leaking, and the plywood was getting all black and moldy. So we're starting to tear it down. Taking half the shingles off of it. I put about 100 pounds in my trash every week. So I got about half done, and then I got to tear out the plywood, and then I got to replace the roof, and then I'm going to put some plastic on it, and then one of the walls was leaning about 1.5 inches out of plumb, so I got to get the wall straightened, and then I'll re-side the walls, and I got to rebuild the barn doors. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get it done before winter, but it's not looking too good because winter is upon us, I'm afraid. So right now I got a big tip over. Just bought a new tarp. Been up there for 3 years. I'll have it out too. So spent $50 last week and put on a new tarp. Anyway, so that's going to keep this for a while. And good to hear everybody out there. KQ7MQI and the 1900 net from KE5XD, Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, that's quite a project there. Yeah, and yeah, that's amazing how winter creeps in on you, and then you got to wait on until next when it warms up there. See, I live in hot country, so it still gets cold here. It doesn't. I can't say it snows actually in my area, but it gets quite cold in the desert for sure. All right, next on my list would be Bruce, KC3MWK.
Well, KC3MWK, Bruce, Josh. And as far as my project, I don't really have any. The only big thing I had going was Roger getting my Cisco phone working and my ground wire phone working. So I'm kind of happy with that. Back over to them.
I know. That K8LCM over there, he's a handy guy. He's like one of those friends you want to keep in the back pocket all the time. He's helpful, very helpful, and we appreciate him greatly over there, no doubt. All right, next on my list we have KD8DLX, Brent.
This is Brent, KD8DLX. I have two that actually were substantial. I had to replace the alternator on my 2005 Ford F-150 pickup truck, which that was the most
that was the simplest alternator I've ever done, and I replaced the belt on my riding lawnmower. That was an interesting deal. Everything went good. Give a little bit of a update on the weather here. It was hot. It was darn hot today. It's hot everywhere. Especially in this room where I'm at. I got a server behind me that likes kicking out the heat. And, well, that's about all I have to say right now. I'm going to kick it back over to net control. Here you go, Josh. It's yours. KDADLA.
Yeah, that is fact. It is definitely hot everywhere. It doesn't matter. So it's unbearable. And I'm glad that I at least live where it's super hot and not humid, because the heat and the humidity together, I feel for you guys over there. I know you guys say it's hot for me, but man, I feel for you guys. It's humid over there. When we have rain outside, I'm like, I'm dying. Oh, go back inside air conditioning. So I understand completely. All right, next on my list, we got Jerry, NEWBV.
Well, good evening, Josh, and to everybody that's checked into the net so far. Well, let's see, projects. To be honest with you, I ain't worth a darn, because I haven't accomplished a project in I don't know how long. So I guess I did accomplish one thing, not finishing a project. I can always start them, but I can never finish them. So that's the biggest problem on my end there. So, but other than that, I got a lot of things on the mind to want to start, but it seems like the ambition never gets there to start the project. So, but with that, I won't tie it. We'll turn it back over to net control from NAWBV.
Hey, I can't be mad at you for that. That's for sure. That's definitely something that, as you get older, you definitely less projects probably for sure. And yeah, good to hear you in there, Jerry. And thank you for joining us on the net tonight. All right, we got next on my list is Pierre, VE2PBS.
Well, thank you, Josh. I want to mention before I say what my project is, that we had a heat wave over here in Quebec. That's for the last 4 days. And it says 32 Celsius, but with a humidity of over 40. So I've been spending the last 4 days mostly in the house and keeping cool. Talk about my project. Well, I want to buy myself a DMR radio, any tone, 878. So if anyone has a comment on that, to let me know that it is a good radio, I would appreciate it. So to everyone, have a great week, and I'll be standing by. Back to you, Josh.
Yeah, I completely understand the 40 degrees Celsius. We experience that here a lot, but we don't have that humidity. So I feel for you up there. And when it's hot, there's only so much you can take off before you're butt naked. So yeah, it's that gets unbearable. I understand for sure. And yes, that's a good radio. Those any tones, I've heard a lot of people are using them. So they're selling really well. I've even been interested in getting one myself as soon as the money tree produces some more money in my backyard real quick. And then, then I'll go buy me one for sure. But, yeah, all right, so that's the end of the list here. Let me shout one more time. Any latecomers or new timers that would like to check in, please call now with your call sign phonetically and your first name. All right, I guess it's just a local crew night in-house. That's cool. But I know we're broadcasting worldwide, so there's a lot of people that could potentially be listening. So everybody that's out there listening and it's not familiar with it, we're definitely connected all the way over across the pond in the UK, over in Sweden and Spain. And we're with a group of guys on the Welcome 500 crew, Radio X, and Amateur Wire. And we a total of ASL nodes, Amateur 500 net, Welcome 500, and the Radio X. Yep. They're a great bunch of guys, and if you get the time, check out my QRZ page. All the info's there, also on the 1900 net, and also on aslnodes.com. All right. So anybody else? We're going to go down the list one more time for finals for the net, and anything anybody would like to share or add, feel free. This is KK7MQI Net Control, and we're going to go to KE8LCM. Roger.
I really don't have anything else. Hopefully the power stays on. We're getting a little bit of a storm up here, so hopefully it'll blow by and everything will be good. I think it's about over, so it looks like we're getting ready to get hit with another little patch of rain, a little bit of lightning, and then hopefully it'll be over for the next day or so. KE8LCM.
Wow, you guys get a lot of rain over there. I wish I got some of it, no, for sure. But yeah, hopefully everything stays on over there and the power stays on. Mother Nature likes to play pranks on us sometimes and turn the power off. All right, next on my list, let's try. Tony, did you make it? K6GTA. This is KK7MQI. No worries. He sent me a message saying he was checking in, so maybe it was just a quick in and out tonight. But it's good to see that he came in and waved a hand for sure. Next on the list is KE5XD. Dave, any last words you'd like to say?
Okay, Josh, very good night. Everybody sounds good tonight. I like the audio. Peter sounds good. But yeah, Tony maybe got tied up in something. Who knows? Hopefully he'll show up. To Raul and some of those guys will be back. We'll get some California people one of these nights. Can't believe there, I don't know, if there aren't any repeaters in California. That'd be nice if we were on like a repeater up there or something. But I'm going to have to still talk to the local people here if I get a chance. If I the guy that runs just my local repeater, see if he would mind being tied in. So we could probably draw a few check-ins here from the Detroit area. I would suspect there's a few people that listen to the repeater. So anyway, yeah, my storm's over here too. It just lightning storm just came through, and lightning and thunder. Hopefully we're good because we don't need any more mosquitoes. I've been eaten alive out there tonight. I went out and sprayed mosquito compound in the yard because you go out there and they're just like swarming you. We had 10 inches of rain a week ago, and it's just the mosquitoes are taking over the world. Crazy out there. So everybody have a good week. Oh, I was going to comment on the 878. Yeah, that's supposed to be really good radio. My friend in Oklahoma has one, so I wouldn't hesitate to get one. Back to net from KE5XD.
All right, Dave, you have yourself a great week in 7-3s. Yeah, that would be great if you could people to come join us. The more the merrier, so we can have even more time playing net. It'd be nice to see this grow real large over time, and I'm sure it will. As things grow with the Welcome 500, I'm sure it will grow on this end as well. All right, next on my list, Bruce, KC3MWK. Any last words you have to say, Bruce, for this evening?
The only comment that I make is I got the H78 unit 2 bus, but I like my VTEC 6x2 being more affordable better. It's got a rubber transmitter on the handheld of the 878. And on the VTAC's got a hard key for it, I guess, sort of what we use. And I like it better, I think. I know a couple other people have got them. They got 878, and then they got some of them got VTACs. And I like it. The other thing I tell you is I use my VTAC all the time. I like it better. Back in it up.
Hey, that's good information there. Thank you there, Bruce. Hopefully Pierre's listening still, and he'll be able to hear that you have a preference there. That's cool, because there's different preferences, and that rubber button thing, yeah, that's kind of an inconvenience that it popped out of there. Yeah, the little hard plastic button's kind of more convenient. Yeah, I keep thinking of my one on my Bayo thing's going to come out when I talk for too long, too. So, let's see. We have, next on the list is Brent, KD8DLX.
This is Brent, KD8DLX. Yeah, I don't have much more to include, but I do want to wish everybody a good rest of their night, and I hope everybody stays safe, stays cool, because this heat is not fun. Active Net Control, KD8DLX.
Hey, just wanted to let you know that the beginning part of your transmission, it was like you were sitting too close to the node, it sounded like, but, and then it went away. It just stopped. I don't know. It was completely stopped, so, yeah. But yeah, for sure. Awesome. Have a great week, Brent, and coming in. Hey, Jerry, NHWBV. Any last things you want to say?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't have nothing very intelligent to say on that part, but I've never owned one of the Anytones. I know Pierre was asking about that. I've never owned one, but the majority of the people that I have talked to that owns them seem to enjoy them pretty nice. So I'd say it'd probably make you a good radio, Pierre. So, but other than that, back to Net Control from N8WBV.
Hey, you have yourself a great week there, Jerry, and thank you for coming out and joining us playing radio tonight. All right, last on the list, you got Pierre, VE to PBS.
Well, I want to say to everyone to have a good week, and I enjoyed the net tonight. So 73, everyone, take care.
Hey, thank you for coming and hanging out with us, Pierre. I know it's late and hot and unbearable up there. We appreciate you coming out. All right, well, that's the end of the list, and I think the end of the net, and I just want to take the time to thank everybody for coming out and making this possible, to play radio and have fun every Wednesday. I know it's late for some, early for others, and, yeah, we appreciate it, and we thank you greatly. One last call for any late or newcomers. One last shout. Come now phonetically with your call sign and your first name. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for coming out and making this possible. This is KK7MQI Net Control for the 1900 Net, and I relinquish all equipment back to its original operation. Thank you, and good evening.